Hi everyone, it's Rochelle from KCF CrossFit here with another Legends at Home workout for you today. Today our workout will be 3 rounds of 20 kettlebell swings, 15 goblet squats, and 10 sit-ups. And for now we'll go right into our warm-up. 2 times through we'll do 20 jumping jacks, 10 good mornings, 5 down dog up dogs, 10 hip thrusts, and a 20-second plank hold. And I've got a little bit of a cool down written that I'll go over after. We'll do a child's pose for our arms and a banded leg stretch when you're finished with the workout. All right, for now, let's talk about the warm up, okay? 20 jumping jacks, easy day, okay? Hands and feet out. That's your full jumping jack. If that's too much for you, you can do a step out with the full thing. If your arms or shoulders are bothering you, out to the side right here is good. 20 of those, okay? Then you'll grab your PVC pipe or your broomstick, or remember, just your shoulders if you need to, for that good morning stretch. Feet are underneath the hips, a slight bend in the knees, a nice proud chest, hinge at the waist for these. I want you to think about that workout when you're warming up. The kettlebell swing is a hinging movement, like a bow, if you will, okay? Then you'll go into your down dog, up dogs from the floor. That head goes through the window, pedal your feet, and then come up in a nice arch for the shoulders back and forth. If the ground is too far for you, you can elevate your down dog on a platform. Head through and come through here. Good. Hip thrust is next. So I'll show you a few different variations of that. The hip thrust is intended for you to think about your hips when you're doing that kettlebell swing. So if I can, I'm going to lie down on the ground with my feet in contact with the floor, hands down here. And I'm going to aggressively drive my hips up off the ground 10 times, okay? I can elevate that by going over to my bench and lying back and starting down and then thrust up, just like that. If that is even too much for you, there's so many different variations of this. I'm simply going to hinge and then aggressively use my hips. So there's 3 different ways you can do that hip thrust, okay? Then we'll follow it with a 20-second plank hold, okay? On my forearms, keep your hands apart, squeeze your body as tight as you can and count to 20. Again, you can elevate it if you need to. Right here, just make sure your whole body is a nice straight line. Don't tip your neck down or up, nice and straight. Okay, so I want you to do that warm up 2 times through, then you'll be ready to go with the workout. So we've got 3 rounds today of, we'll start with kettlebell swings. So maybe you have a kettlebell, that's awesome. I've got a dumbbell and I've got some laundry detergent here, okay? So basically I'll just talk briefly about the kettlebell swing. It's that shoulder width stance. Remember, it's a hip driven movement. So a nice proud chest, long arms. The first thing I'm gonna have to do is deadlift that weight up. So with a nice proud chest at the bottom, I'm gonna pick it up. And then I'm just going to start hinging and using those hips. And remember, I want that full extension of the knees and squeeze your butt. Okay. A common fault with the kettlebell swing is turning it into a squatting movement. Remember, we have goblet squats in this workout, so you'll want to avoid that. It can look like this sometimes. So that's what you want to avoid. That kettlebell should be nice and high, never down low. So it's just back and forth, and we'll stick with that Russian swing eye level. You can use 2 dumbbells. If you have 2 lighter ones, hold them together, swing between the legs and extend. I've got this jug option as well, which I really like. It's got a great handle to hang on to. So that's your kettlebell swing, 20 of those. Then you'll take that same item that you used for your goblet squat. So I'm gonna hang on to it as best you can. It can be kind of weird holding it. Make sure your elbows are down and in front, and you're gonna sit back and down and squat. Remember that squat stance, shoulder width apart, toes slightly turned out. Initiate the squat by sending your butt back and down. If the depth is too much, let's take it to a target. And if the kettlebell weight in general is pulling me forward and my squat looks something like that, let's ditch the weight and turn it into an air squat. Cool, I like it. All right, the last thing we're doing is sit-ups. Yes, I said it, sit-ups. 10, okay? So the way we train you, feet together, and I'm going to extend all the way back and use my hands to help me up the momentum. Okay, touch your toes. Good. There's another option I can do now that I have my couch here. I can tuck my toes underneath there, and it actually is going to kind of give me some leverage here. So now I can use that to help me up. This is a perfectly acceptable sit-up as well. Going to the top of the knees, engage your abs and release. One final way, if this is too much, light fingertips on your head. You never want your sit-up to be crunching your neck. Keep your head nice and neutral and simply lift the shoulder blades up off the ground. That's an awesome way to get your sit-up in. All right. So that's your kind of a recap of that workout. 3 rounds. Okay, it's going to take some time. 20 kettlebell swings, 15 squats, 10 sit-ups. Okay. The final thing you'll do for a cool down after, come into a child's pose, arms straight out, bring them to the right and to the left, and then a banded leg stretch. If you have a band, great. If you don't, I found a king-size pillowcase and put it around the bottom of my foot and stretch. And I can do a pendulum swing and a quad stretch on both legs. Have fun with your workout. Let me know how it goes, and I'll see you next time.